I don't know if it's the water, Michael, as much as it is the cheese steaks. As we take a look at the starting lineups brought to you by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down. Coutinho Mobley, the captain. McPherson, big and strong. Kendall Gill, oldest player in the league, now added this week at 49. The Junkyard Dog. And Deshaun Stevenson, who's got to put up numbers. Meanwhile, for the Ghost Ballers, Mike Bibby is the captain. Marcus Banks is rugged. Mo Evans, Ricky Davis, Pretty Ricky, what they call him, and Ivan the Terrible. They're coached by the Iceman, George Gervin.
And I love this matchup right here. Ricky Davis, Deshaun Stevenson, both athletic, can shoot the ball. Key to today's victory. Who wins that matchup?
Here's Davis on the baseline, looks inside for Johnson, can't hold on. And Power will get the basketball. Power lost week 3 to the three-headed monsters in Tulsa. 50-32 for their lone loss of this early season. Stevenson hasn't been putting up his usual numbers lately. Only 11 points in his last game. Mobley slick to the basket, pump fake, Junkyard Dog, and is grabbed by Davis and foul. So Jerome Williams, the Junkyard Dog, at the line, had 2 points and 9 rebounds in their loss last week to the three-headed monsters. He adds a free throw. That counts for 2.
I think as we get moving a little bit more in the season, his ability to score the basketball maybe a little bit more is really going to enhance what the power does.
Now Mike Bibby driving to the basket last week versus the Ball Hogs. He was scoreless. He just took 1 shot. So you know Mike Bibby has to get going offensively for the Ghost Ballers to win.
Yeah, I think he said he had a lower extremity issue. That's the reason why he didn't shoot the ball as much or play as much.
Here's Stevenson knocking down the baseline jump shot. 5-2 Power, first team to 25. Signals halftime. Beautiful pass inside to Johnson, stripped out of his hands by Coutinho Mobley. But Bibby still showing those fundamental skills that made him such a great NBA player.
Well, what are 2 dribbles off the pick and roll, jump stop, and then a pass right in between the legs.
Ricky Davis. And you notice now we're at week 4. These guys are starting to really round into shape physically.
I said this from the beginning, guys. It's going to take about 3 games to understand how to play 3-on-3. You see the move right here by JYD. Blocking foul, but also understanding spacing on the court, getting rhythm, little things like this. And this is what happens in week 4. Now you have isolations where the court is spread. JYD can now go one-on-one, either score or get an opportunity to get to the free throw line. That first week, Gus, everything was kind of clustered in the middle of the lane. You don't see that anymore.
You know, I was watching some old Allen Iverson video on YouTube the other day in preparation for this game. Jerome Williams played with Allen Iverson at Georgetown. Here's Bibby. Runs a pick and roll with Ivan Johnson, steps back. Johnson on a mismatch, pump fake, kicks it back out. Bibby straight away, Jay. Stevenson clears it. Now Stevenson backing up on Bibby. Step back, pogo leg, short. Long rebound, saved by the Junkyard Dog.
There he is.
Mobley, step back in the corner, Stevenson wide open. Williams with a rebound, new shot clock for Power. Cat Mobley spinning inside, hanging inside, knocking it down inside.
But that whole play was started by JYD in the hustle at the gym this morning at 6:30, working on agility drills. And how about Coutinho Mobley pirouetting inside?
Ball turned over. Stevenson doesn't have to take it back, lays it up and in. Clyde, the Glide, Drexler, NBA Hall of Famer twice. As a member of the Dream Team and for his regular playing career with the Houston Rockets. Johnson across the lane, the kick, top of the key, Bibby down the lane, hangs in the air, banks it down.
Well, because Coutinho was one-on-one down low with Johnson, somebody had to help smartly. You talked about Mike Bibby and the fundamentals. Just drove right down the middle of the lane.
Mobley, quick release. Ivan Johnson with a rebound. Mike Bibby, the captain of the Ghost Ballers. So you can call him Space Ghost down the lane. Left hand, no.
But I love the move because the quickness, the reverse pivot to be able to get to the basket. Again, we're seeing more plays like this, explosive plays in week 4, much more than we saw in week 1 and 2.
Mobley will inbound it. Stevenson again creates space, takes a J, too strong. Ivan Johnson with a two-handed rebound. Bibby, baseline drive, stops, cut off by Mobley. Pick and roll with Johnson. Bibby feeds Johnson. His shot no good. 9-6 power on top of the Ghost Ballers. First team to 25 signals halftime. They played a 50. This foul called. Looks like a screen's called on.
I think it was on Bibby. And Bibby was upset a little bit at a no call. So just watch right here. Bibby had no intention of not running through this screen right here. He had no intention. And he immediately looked at the official afterwards.
Stevenson, guarded by Bibby. Takes him off the dribble, pushes off. Tried to feed Jerome Williams and throws it right off bounds. The Iceman, four-time NBA scoring champion George Gervin, still lives on 30 acres in San Antonio. Played the ABA with the Virginia Squires. Inside, outside, dribble Davis. Tried to wrap it around, throws it away. Mobley doesn't have to take it back, recognizes and draws a foul.
But that time, that hesitation by Coutinho, about to take it back out, Gus, allowed the defense to get back in. Even though he's going to the free throw line, he could have made that shot and now had an opportunity for a three-point play. Still trying to make that adjustment.
Now coming into the game, Kendall Gill, who was picked up this week. Lucci Norris deactivated. Gill, 15 seasons in the NBA. Illinois legend. Played with Charlotte twice, Seattle, New Jersey, Miami, Minnesota, Chicago, and Milwaukee.
And twice my teammate, together with the Nets, 96, 97.
Oldest player in the league, in terrific shape. Folks, he had 4 professional boxing matches.
Yeah.
4-0. Inside Davis.
Kendall stays in the gym, whether it's martial arts, you talked about the boxing.
Mobley down the lane, hard to the basket, whipped out of his hand. That's right, Kendall Gill down to about 207 right now.
Yeah, Ricky Davis isolated on the right-hand side of the floor. And it's always tougher to help when you have shooters on the court.
Marcus Banks in the game now, off the bench for the Ghost Ballers. Baseline, reverse, got it, nicely done.
You know, some guys just get older, but they maintain their quickness. Marcus Banks, I mean, still like a blur on the court. That time, it was a quick move to the baseline, Gus. You can't recover layup.
Hill down the lane with the left hand, too strong. Mo Evans with the rebound and stick back. Ball did not hit the rim, so they don't have to take it back.
And how about both teams going with an all-guard lineup?
8-2 run for the Ghost Ballers. Stevenson has to continue to be aggressive offensively. They need his points. Inside, Mobley, nicely done.
Well, and I love the move. Spin to the baseline, but how about Coutinho Mobley relocating Gus to the middle of the court to be able to find an opening and then ultimately score?
First half, power up by a penny. Both these teams 2-1. Ricky Davis.
Yeah, there you go, Rick.
And the foul called on Kendall Gill. Must be an interesting experience for a man like Kendall Gill, 49 years old, longtime NBA player, 15 years, but after being retired, now he comes back, and once again, he gets to hear the roar of the crowd.
And you know what? And I said this the first game, Gus. As you see the jump shot by Banks, we've all been there, professionals, but we've been removed from it. So now to feel it and hear it, trust me, you have a little jitters when you come out in this kind of environment. You get used to it again.
Back on the big stage, Mobley. And he lets the shot clock run out. Coutinho Mobley dribbling the air out of the basketball on that sequence.
Well, this one thing Marcus Banks to do in the NBA. He may have been short of stature a lot of times, smaller than most guards, but he was strong physically, especially his lower body, so it was always tough to post Marcus Banks up.
Bibby, top of the key.
Good.
And the foul. Space. Ghost.
Yeah, well, that was space right there. All Mike wanted to do with the rhythm dribble right there was just create enough space with the hesitation.
Mike Bibby last played for the Knicks in 2011, 2012. And the stars are lining up for this game in attendance already. LL Cool J here, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
15-13 Ghost Ball. Gill, top of the arc, Mobley, and a whistle. Away from the basketball. Take a look, LL Cool J standing right there with Fat Joe.
Fat Joe, he ain't fat no more now. He's just
kind of skinny.
Yeah, he's just, you know, a little beefy right now, but
he's all the way up.
He's all the way, no doubt. But how about the love that, you know, they're showing Ice Cube? I mean, that's the ultimate sign of respect when you come out and support and give your time to an event or a league like this.
All right, here's Kendall Gill, first game, remember, of the Big Three. Looking for his first basket. Mobley up top. And good.
Isolation, and that's the toughest thing about trying to double team from the top. Having a offensive player on the weak side box, now that defender has to rotate all the way out, and you're not going to get out there in time. So Ghost Ballers going to have to figure out a way to play Kendall Gill one-on-one.
Mobley scored the last 7. Very physical, this league, from the start in Brooklyn.
Well, McPherson right here is not going to give up a layup. I mean, he's not the tallest, but if you look at his shoulders, his arms, his forearms, lower body, he's going to make you earn anything you get once you come inside the lane.
Get it, come get it.
Bibby on the slip to the basket. Reverse and a foul.
We talked about the progression, filling each other out as teammates, understanding how to play together. And this is an excellent fake screen by Mike Bibby. And how about Ivan Johnson able to pinpoint pass inside? We're seeing more of the continuity offensively.
And who could forget Mike Bibby when he played for the Sacramento Kings over a 4-season stretch? He averaged 19 from 03-04 to 06-07. That was a great basketball. Were you on that team?
Oh, yeah,
too?
I was there the year after the shot by the Lakers and Robert Horry in 2003. And he eventually lost to the Dallas Mavericks in the Western Conference Finals after Chris Webber sprained his ankle, Game 5.
Stevenson 3.
Sure.
He played for what, 12 teams?
Yep. I have 13 players out here.
What was it like to play for the
with.
Minneapolis Lakers and the Philadelphia Hawks?
I was going to ask you the same thing, because I know you were calling games back then. Because you're a lot older than me, partner.
My main man,
You're trying
Jimmy
to get
Jackson.
that in there. Now, I could go with number of teams, but you're talking about old. Give me, like, say 20 teams.
You and George
Not back in
Mikan.
60, 65, and 55. Come on,
Will
guys.
Chamberlain.
Come on, man.
Bibby poked away and out of bounds.
Man.
1917, George Gervin played.
No, I didn't play with him either.
You didn't play
Okay,
with
all right, just before you even say something.
Okay, I just
all
want to
right?
make sure. Now Johnson backing up on the junkyard dog. 11-footer, good. As the shot clock expires.
Guys, game 2, he was the catalyst into why they won. Like, I know Mike Bibby won it with the layup, but it was Ivan Johnson down the stretch that kind of set the tone for Ghost Ballers.
Ivan Johnson last year played in Lebanon.
We don't have all day. Put it in writing.
Game level at 19, first team to 25, signals halftime.
Jump yard.
JYD doing a nice job at the free throw line. That's another 2 points.
I'm telling you, if JYD gives you a little bit offensively, 6 to 8 points a game, that adds fuel to the fire, because this power team, Gus, has multiple shooters that can beat you.
21-19, Power holds on to the ball. Mobley again, this time off the front rim, snatched down by Ivan Johnson. Bibby on the pick and roll. Feeds Johnson, nice dime, easy bucket for Coast.
Gus, I hope young players are watching Mike Bibby right now and how he's handling the pick and roll, the patience he has. He allows the defense to clear, but then makes the pinpoint passes inside.
Mike Bibby, his real job, he's a head basketball coach in Phoenix at his old high school. JYD with the rebound. Mobley, guarded by Bibby. Mobley trying to back him down across the lane, lost it on the way up. Ivan Johnson can't hold on. Mobley again, mid-range J goes down.
He kept it alive, Gus. It was JYD once again with his activity inside, keeping the possession alive.
Clyde Drexler, career average of 21 points a game.
We in it.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
I did play against Carr. Okay.
Inside.
You mean He got numbers too. I gave him some numbers.
Stevenson for 3, trying to put up some numbers here. And Deshaun Stevenson with the 3-pointer. Power. Halftime now. As Stevenson with the catch and shoot. 26-21, Power leading the Ghost Ballers at the break. Still plenty to come from here in Philly. It's the Big 3 exclusively on FS1.